My name is Anas Aremeyaw Anas. I'm an undercover journalist from Ghana, and undercover is what I do.
So the first thing we remark with you is you wear something to. Why do you wear this thing always?
Well, I am an undercover journalist, and my anonymity is my secret weapon. So I always make sure I cover my face. And I'm here because of a film about me, which was directed by Ryan Mullins, called The Chameleon. And The Chameleon was aired yesterday and aired today. So I came in here to answer some questions from the audience on how the film was done. And so that's what brought me here.
Why did you decide to practice this form of journalism?
Well, my journalism is hinged on three principles. It's not your traditional journalism where people just publish. I name, shame, and jail. Those are the three cardinal things that I do. So my journalism is a bit different. And I'm into that kind of journalism because it produces results. My kind of journalism is a product of the society, and I do it because that's what is essential to ensure that the bad guys are put behind bars. So usually, you won't see that happening in the West, but I do that because there are results. In doing this kind of journalism, I've taken many people to jail. Some are in for 45 years, others for 20 years, others for 16, others for 5, and many, many others. So I do this kind of journalism because it works. It's the best thing that can ever happen to society.
So in 2009, you were here in Burkina for Nobel Zongo Prize.
Yes, I was here for Nobel Zongo. Nobel Zongo is a senior colleague of ours, and he stood for strong journalism, journalism that changes society. And that is the flame that is burning everywhere. And we look up to him as a true warrior who stood a lot and did a lot for Burkina. And I think that I was inspired when I came for the award, and that is what keeps us going.
How about your life in Ghana?
My life is pretty simple. This job comes with a lot of risk, but over the years we've mastered the art of keeping safe and keeping alive. So we live by the day.
So your form of journalism is not easy for the young people who are practicing journalism now. Do you think that this kind of journalism will have a future?
Why not? You see, it works. If my journalism was not working, it would have been dead by now. Because there's no point in doing journalism that strengthens the bad guys on the street. My journalism has been done in Nigeria, it's been done in Tanzania, it's been done in Sierra Leone, it's been done in many African countries, and it's going to be done here very soon. And the results are great because, like I said, you see people going to jail, you see people paying for the wrongs that they've done. It's not about writing about flowers and writing about things that people will read and just go to bed. It's about making sure that we take those bad guys who make society uncomfortable out of the street and put them where they belong. That is jail.
What are the most subjects that you ever treat?
I've done in so many subjects. I've done a lot of human rights abuses. I've done fake doctors. I've gone undercover as a patient in a hospital, in a psychiatric hospital. I've done fake doctors in Nigeria. I've done a story on timber in Sierra Leone. I've done the spell of albino. Even in parts of Burkina, I've done the spirit child, where young children are killed, they are given concoction. I've done a story about that. So it's quite an enormous task. And I must say that there's also a lot more to be done, and we're doing it.
Yeah, Burkina had an uprising on October 2014. What's your hope about the youth fighting here in Africa?
Well, I think that definitely the future of every country depends on the youth. And the most important thing is that the youth should avoid being influenced negatively. If they think constructively, they are the ones who can shape the future of Africa.
Yeah. what do you think about a festival like Ciné Droit Libre?
I think it's an enlightening festival full of food for thought for everybody. We have come here at the end of the year to come and see, or to come and take stock of the kind of films we do and the kind of impact it has on society. So I think this is a very important platform which can be developed much better to the benefit of all Africans.
The last question, how we think you have children or you have family?
I don't
How
talk
did
about
your
my family in public.
Yeah, okay. So it's just what they think about what you are doing, if they are proud of you or...
So I can talk about my friends. It's a mixed feeling. Some people think that the risk is too much. One day I will end up being shot dead. Others also see the positive results and they think that it's not been an easy terrain. Sometimes people are courageous. When it gets to certain times, they lose the courage. But for me, it's the focus. If you have a focus and you have a vision and you know exactly what you are doing, nothing will stop you. And I hope that we have similar strong people here, because it's only when we have people like that dotted across the length and breadth of the continent that we can make a positive change for the continent of Africa.
What advice for the young journalists who would like to practice your kind of journalism?
We should be focused. We should know that nobody can tell our story for us. Nobody can fly from America or London and come and tell our story for us. We know our story much better. And nobody can come and define what journalism is. The key thing that must be in our heads is that journalism must benefit our people. So we have to be careful in crafting what we do and making sure that it's benefiting our people. If we do that, then there will be no room for people parachuting into our country and just writing what they want about us. We need to give a positive image to the continent. And we can only do that by ourselves and nobody else.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Anas.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, may God protect you, and you are an aspiring person for us, and we hope to do like you, or why not?
Thank you very much. Thanks for the
Thank you.
Thank you.
Droit Libre TV, la web télé 100% droits humains, 100% liberté d'expression.